Hey everyone, it's Chloe Park. I certainly miss you guys as I'm ready for the big return of Chloe Speaks. Just to know that I will be starting a bit early for season 2, and I know Delta is still here until today. For those people out there watching, you are all welcomed. On today's topic in this interactive show, in case you are bored and wasting 3 hours for the 6th and final State of the Nation address of the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, I will just give out the summary so you won't be having a hard time for that. The President thanked the Congress for passing the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, in which provides free education. But not just that, the universal healthcare system is right there. Then the fight against illegal drugs, criminality, and corruption. And lastly, irrigation. The President thanked as well to the healthcare workers, or the frontliners on the fight against the coronavirus, as he extends gratitude to them in times of pandemic. The government committed to help the private sectors. The President promises that the country can do whatever it can, or let's say make the most as it is, so that they will have a good economy. The LGUs are urged to do everything to protect their constituents in times of pandemic. He always reminded about his commitment during the first State of Nation address, which that there is a comfortable life for every Filipino. Remember, life is quite easy. And life is definitely too short, so enjoy the moment. He thanked as well to the Congress for the modernization of Armed Forces of the Philippines or AFP, and increase their income for its personnel. He is also proud of the accomplishments of the troops by securing the nation against threats to the democratic institutions. He also tells that he doesn't want families to break up and become dysfunctional because of drugs. Seriously, don't do that, okay? If you want a better life with your family, just do the right thing, and keep practicing with GMRC. And there is no room for lawlessness in the Philippines. And also before the end of his term, they are racing against time to bring home of those affected families after a long tragedy in Marawi 4 years ago. However, the rebuilding of that state is still incomplete until now. He tried to make sure that the infrastructure spending makes up 5% of the GDP. And to avoid hassle by minimizing the unloading and waiting time for the MRT3, and the additional 2 stations in LRT2. Those 2 new stations are Marikina and Antipolo Station. He also proud about the opening of Skyway Stage 3 to make less traffic in EDSA. Even the other roads as well in Metro Manila. And it is also reported about the opening of its new terminal in Clark International Airport. Corruption is truly an endemic in government, in which nobody can stop from that unless they wanted to overturn it. And they put back those container vans with full or garbage on where it was sent, as it is not a dump site. And also, the Balangiga bells where it was returned from USA. The American knew that the bells have the great significance to the Philippines. And Duterte is threatening ABS-CBN once more as it is regarding for paying of property taxes, declaring only 4 hectares of its property when it has 40 hectares. And he says that ABS-CBN is cheating when it comes to the government taxes, so they won't return and operate the Channel 2 thing. But no worries, Channel 11 is with us now. The Capamillion network just wanted to make it wider. And just to remember that it is very necessary to first overcome the crippling fear and anxiety that was because of several threats of the SARS-CoV-2. But do not worry about that. Pandemics are temporary and won't last that long. But we will never forget about what happened in the past century about the Spanish flu. I guess those are the highlights that we know about the last State of the Nation address of President Duterte. So I'll give a shout out to Dinosaurus, hello there. Then to Norful Firkin, hello to you as well. I will give a huge shout out to Nasty Piticio for getting a silver medal in boxing. And there is no need to say sorry for that because you are still doing a hard work. You will still get a free incentives from any of those organizations and establishments. Just try again in the next Olympic season. Try until you succeed. Just like Heidelin, never give up while you are still in this planet. You can do it. Shout out as well to Carlo Paralamas, he also a silver medalist in boxing for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Also shout out to Yumi Marshall. You still got home the bronze medal even you failed beating that Ukraine boxer. We know it's so rare to reach out the gold, but Heidelin Diaz made its history after almost a century. even to the other athletes in which they didn't reach either gold, silver or bronze. Still, the Philippines is proud of you, and they can still have the incentives. Whatever it takes, they've done well. Congratulations, Team Philippines. One more thing, GMA7 will still be the broadcast partner for the free TV coverage to air the delayed telecast of Manny Pacquiao vs. Yordenis Ugas. It's going to happen on August 22nd. Most people couldn't go out just for a free viewing, and it is in a live broadcast. So you have no choice but watch it in a delayed basis. I'll be back on September 3rd along with the actual premiere, for another interactive show. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.